well, you can just. He's heading through into this room here, and you can kind of talk to each other about what you wish to, how you wish to handle this. You've got a little bit of time before you need to follow him through.
I'm just gonna go straight ahead and follow him. I don't need to.
Can I stealth off and try look behind the curtain, see what's on the stage?
You absolutely can. Okay, so Dante, I'm going to be moving you to here. I'm going to be dealing with you in a second, Alistair. Joanna and Medak, what are you doing?
I'd like to follow the halfling into the office area, or the private area.
Okay. And Medak?
I'm gonna say to Dante and Joanna, just you guys go ahead. I just want to quickly see how my workers are getting on.
Okay, absolutely. So, first things first. Alistair, if you would like to give me a stealth check, please. Okay. As you stealth up onto the stage area behind the curtain, 18 is pretty good. I'm just going to make a quick, because I forgot to set my NPC sheets up other than my notes, so I will be rolling with my actual dice here. So let's see what can I get that. That's not very high at all. Can you hear that if I'm rolling off camera?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put something down so it's not quite as loud. Okay, that's some things from HMRC.
It's not actually loud.
All right, cool. So you stealth up, and oh right, sorry, I can move you up here. You do actually notice as you're coming up, this man here, who does appear to be asleep.
Okay.
At 18, and he lets out a large snore. In front of him is laid out a kind of a map of where the stage directions are supposed. Not stage directions, like of how the scenery. Yes, it's basically a scenery plan. You kind of get the impression that he's back here, supposed to be setting it up, and he's just having a quick nap. And this is helpfully kind of reinforced by the kind of empty mug of ale that's right behind him. Yes, I'm not going to be doing this in strict initiative order, but I'm going to move you up to get past to around about here for a move action. So you kind of see here, there's partially set out scenery. That's what you can see for free. It looks like some kind of castle that's not been painted very well. And there's some kind of you can kind of see there's a little trapdoor that's used as part of letting people up and down on stage, usually at the back, and things like that.
Okay. Oh, I would now like to go under the stage.
Okay.
But first, have a quick look around the. Having stealthed in, have I seen pretty much everything I need? Or I need to
give me a perception. That's for free. If you want to make a perception check, you make a perception check.
Okay. There you go.
A 16. Yeah, you can see the trapdoor. One of the things that a 16 kind of gives you is there appears to be a lock on it. That's a bit strange. Other than that, you can kind of see, as well as there's a couple of more empty mugs of not even half drunk, fully drunk ale with drips dripping on the floor underneath a table that the man's asleep at.
Okay.
He appears to be kind of out of it.
I have a thieves kit and I have disabled device. Could I roll that?
You absolutely could.
All right, let's do it.
As you kind of huddle down just across, you cast your kind of your gaze across to the passed out drunk man on top of the table. As you remove your lock picks and just work on it. It's a fairly simple lock. Just something that's pretty easy for you to handle, and quite quickly and quite stealthily, you're able to just click, and the kind of padlock falls off. And then we'll move on to Medak. Medak, what would you said you were going to look on your people? What exactly were you looking for?
First of all, just need to quickly check if I. Well, actually, I'm doing that. So I walk over to where I knew my people were last actually working. So I know I didn't see them wander off earlier when they were drinking, but where I knew that they were when they were working before I left.
Sure. There is a little bit of scaffolding over here. I really can't ping very well. Okay. There you go. Ping. You see those pings?
Yep.
To the front of the stage, that's where they were supposed to be working. You also know that in the stairs down, there was also some scaffolding outside that they were supposed to be working on as well.
So I go for the scaffolding at the front of the stage.
Okay.
Just quickly checking how this case the joint thing works.
Yes. Are you casing the joint?
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay. Always useful to case the joint. So, case the joint is a vigilante ability. It's one that Medak has and really helps with. It kind of ties into how his engineering specialization works. So you can attempt a knowledge engineering check if you spend at least 1 hour in a location while in your social identity. And we'll assume that you're going to be spending about an hour here. So if you want to make the roll now. Okay. Let's see what you rolled there. Okay, you kind of get a reasonable idea. You're looking for a DC 20 for this. I might allow, if you're here for a little bit longer, I might allow another one for if you're here for 2 hours. But you kind of get I might allow it to be cumulative as well. So from this, you kind of, from all the hustle and bustle that's around, you don't quite get an idea of the layout because people are kind of just pushing around you. A lot of the people are rehearsing. It's very difficult to concentrate. But I might allow you for another roll later on, if that's okay.
Yep. And
Yep.
then after that, I choose to go up to my workers and start off with small chat. Just, what work's been going on today? How things have been going.
Okay. You might need to head outside for that because they're headed outside because that's where the most of the work. A lot of this is restoring some of the external damage from the riots afterwards.
Yep.
So if you head out, you head outside and you. I'm just going to put you over here. Oh yeah, there you are. And as you're talking to the, I'm just going to move some people here just so I don't have to get them from the other sheet. Oh yes, boss. Yes. Do you want to give me a quick sense motive check, Medak?
Yep.
You notice that these two people have snapped to attention rather quickly, and they're slurring their speech slightly. Yeah, boss. And one of them's trying to hammer some nails into the wall, but he's holding the hammer by the head and is trying to hammer it in by the shaft. And he's just realized that he's doing that, and he's just realized that you've seen him doing that, and he's trying. The look on his face is he's trying to look like he's trying to decide whether or not to change his mind and do it properly, or to try and sell you on the idea. It's like, oh yeah, like just trying the new reverse-handed grip, boss. I heard it was better for the for the tin-plated nails. It makes some less chance of a break. This is a lie. This is almost certainly a lie.
So I'm going to go to him. Oh, it's. Oh, hold on a sec.
Right.
Don't get bitten, Larton.
Everyone's going to get bitten by it.
Bitten by the house guests.
Bitten by the house guests. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I just go. Oh, it's a hot day. It's fine. If you have a drink or two, just checking how you're doing. If you've seen anything strange going on. I'm being very charismatic and happy and just.
Okay, sure. Great. Do you want to give me a diplomacy check with a +2 bonus because he's kind of disposed towards making you happy at this point, because you've caught him drinking on the job.
That's +2, so that's 30 then.
30, yes, absolutely. He is just falling all over himself to answer your questions. And strange. It's full of actors. Everything's strange. There was everyone's kind of dressed up in all these funny clothes. They're all powdering each other. The guy that owned the guy that owns the theater came by. Some like elven noble. It's what was his name? What did he say? His name was what? Mart Thalfay? Yeah, that was the fella. He was looking around, looking all sad because the actress had died, right? Oh, terrible business that. Terrible business. Oh, but he seemed to like go and have like a long talk with Carlito. They went to the back room for a bit, and like he came out looking quite shaken. I guess he just told him all the details about it.
Okay.
Okay, I think at that point we're going to go on to Carlito with Dante and Joanna at this point, if that's all right. So, as we come back to Carlito and Joanna, he just kind of, Carlito just sits on his tear on the end of this bed. He's going on a tear. He might be about to go on a tear because he just pulls out a hip flask and just takes a swig from it, and he just says. It was Kelly. Her name was whatever. I forget what I said her name was. Her name was Kelly Elpere. It was she. He takes another swig. You have to understand. We have here when we're putting on a show, reality is what we put on. I'm under quite a lot of pressure at the moment. I've had the owner of the theater coming down. He's the one that helped get our repairs done before some of the other things. He was just so very keen on having it. I can't tell you everything because we have secrets here. It's like magic, A magician never tells his trick. I can tell you that I didn't have anything to do with what happened. But please, just leave us to grieve.
Mm.
Do you want to make a sense motive check on that at all, or how do you want to?
Yeah. Why
Or
not?
do you have any questions for him? Sorry, I've done a lot of talking
I
there.
just want to ask him. To show the owner of the theatre was really pushing to get things restarted and back on track. Yeah. He
was up until today. He was really pushing for things to get back on track. He'd obviously heard about the murder. It's not exactly a secret. He seemed quite understanding, but he was really pushing to find a replacement.
Did he say? Did he mention anything about the replacement that he's looking for? Is he looking for anyone in particular? Or any certain any certain race of person?
Well, the part clearly calls for a half elf. Absolutely. We took Kelly on because she had very unique attributes. He was very keen on maybe if we could find someone who was a relative or someone like that. She had a very specific look. I can't really talk any more about the specifics of that. I mean, there is, but oh god, and he's just looking very. He's looking. Do you want to give you a sense motive, actually? Either one of two of you.
Mm.
I'll let you go for this one.
Mhm.